Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to all of you to today's meditation session. It's Wednesday once again, and it's a great pleasure for all of us to meet again and meditate. Last week, we spoke about the fifth energy center at the level of our throat. We learned about the qualities of the center. We learned about reasons which cause blockages in this center, and we also meditated on it. Today, we are going to talk about the sixth energy center, which is the Agya Chakra at the level of our forehead. We're going to learn why this center is so constricted and what can we do to open it up so that the divine energy Kundalini flows. So today we have with us um, um, an old yogi, an old meditation instructor. His name is Jeremy. Hello, Jeremy.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
So when I said old, I meant to say spiritually old, of course, as you can all see. So good to have you with us, Jeremy.
Yep, it's always great to meditate with people collectively.
Yeah, and especially today, since this is a very, very important center, and there is a trick to open it up, right? And all right, so Jeremy, is there anything that you'd like to share with all of us today?
Yeah, for me, one of the things that has always been very easy, but also very difficult, is that when we talk about the Agya, is that it is forgiveness, and and it's easy to do, but very difficult at the same time. I think is the most funny thing. And that is why it is so difficult for some people to get past it. But that's when you're able to actually let go and forgive, and you can experience that peace during meditation. It is really a wonderful thing when you can move past the agya.
So beautiful. Wonderful. All right. So we're all looking forward to have this beautiful experience, to find out more about the Sixth Energy Center. So I think I'm going to say bye to all of you for now, and I'll see you towards the end of the session. Have a beautiful meditation, everyone.
Okay, so as we talked about today, I'm gonna take my glasses off. Um, Today is we're talking about the sixth energy center. There has been a lot talked on the specific chakra. The, the, the quality that we usually associate with the center is forgiveness. Um, and that is very easy and very difficult to do at the same time. Right? It is on our ring fingers on each hand. One of the most interesting things, as you can see on the chart, is that when the the left and the right side come past the fifth energy center, it actually crosses over in between the eyes. It's called the optic chasm, right? And there is actually, that is where our discretion is, but that crossing over point is usually very closed off from this energy center, right? This chakra. And that is because we are always thinking about the past and about the future, right? That is our thoughts. Our thoughts are always going towards one of those directions, right? If we are just in the present, and we've talked about how we need to be in the present, and that being in meditation helps us to be in the present. But when we're using our left side or our right side, we're talking about thinking of the past, we're thinking of the future, right? And we use our left and right side, and it fills up the sides like a balloon, right? And that causes that cross section, which is like, I always think of it like a little diamond, right, where there's a space in between, and as the balloons fill, that space closes. And so to really forgive and to clear out this energy center is very important, because if we don't do that, then the energy can't rise through the center, rise through the present channel, and we can't get into the seventh energy center, where we get into the state of meditation. We will be doing a foot soak today, like usual. I forgot to mention that at the beginning. So hopefully, if everyone here has their foot soaking bowl with some salt, rinse bucket, maybe a towel or paper towel to dry their feet off, we'll meditate with our feet on the foot soak, at least for the beginning part. And that will help us let go of all the energy and activity through the day, through our channels, and go let it flow out into the foot soak. Right? The foot soak really helps with the lower channels, but the activity of our left and our right side, while it holds up in the agias, I almost think of them as balloons, right? As that energy is created and it gets held in the balloon, and the balloon inflates, right? The balloon will naturally deflate over time. It's not tied, right? We haven't, our energy centers, our chakras are not tied in, they're flowing, they're moving. The ether and the air and the water help clear away, so they're always in a state of activity. And when we can, through foot soak, clear out that excess thinking and thought and emotion from the day, that allows our agya to deflate, is the best way to visualize it for most people, is to deflate the balloons, to let the space widen so that we can move past it easier and get into the state of thoughtlessness, into meditation. The sixth energy center is not just thoughtlessness or forgiveness, right? You can see some of the other qualities on the screen. The right side, which is on the left side of our head, is ego. On the left side, which is on the right side of our head, is superego. Right? And that superego is conditionings. When we talk about conditionings, it usually is in the aspect of something being bad, right? That you have a conditioning to bite your fingernails, right? That's something that, a kid has that conditioning, and you have to help break that conditioning, because it is, generally not considered a good thing, right? So we have our conditionings, but not all conditionings are bad. We have the conditioning to brush our teeth, hopefully every day or twice a day, right? That is a good conditioning, but we don't have to then go to the extreme and have to brush our teeth every hour or every time we eat and drink something, right? That is going to the other end of it being a not good conditioning. So there's a balance, right? And then for the right side, the left part of the head, is the ego. And that is usually with our aggressiveness, right? And the I don't want to, it's thinking, but it's like we're thinking better, right? I mean, being egotistical, right? Most people know what that means, but to define it is really sometimes very difficult. But the being egotistical is, right, when we say that, or that is the right agya. So let's have a nice meditation. We're going to put our feet in the water and we can raise ourselves up. So let's start with, before we put our feet in, we're going to raise ourselves up and give ourselves a bond down together. And we can give the bond on to the foot soak to positively charge it. That is moving our hand clockwise as we are clearing our energy centers. And the mantra for that would be Samudra Devata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Samudra Devata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala. Let's put our feet in the water. It's very cold today, so hopefully everyone has a nice foot soak. Maybe not hot, but something that is comfortable. So if we have been very active during the day, maybe we still keep it on the cooler side. And let's first take some good deep breaths. Pausing as we breathe in. Pausing also as we breathe out. Just trying to get ourselves more balanced, more into that state of meditation. And while we want to put more attention onto our sixth energy center, our Agya, we also have to remember that our Sattva system is one whole entity, and we have to take care of it all as a whole. So let's start with using both hands. We're going to raise along the central channel, raise our attention up from our Kundalini to the top of our head, and then bring the left and the right side down together. Trying to push not only the imbalances from our Agya, but our whole cell system down and into the water. Shake our hands off into the water, towards the water, and we do that a few times with our attention in our hands together, going up and pushing all the heat, all the activity into our foot silk. And as we pull our attention up on the center, you can feel the little strands of the Kundalini rising more and more, helping us establish ourselves in our meditation. Let's bring our attention to where we're pulling it to the top of our head. See if we can really establish our attention there, to be thoughtless, to be aware, to be in peace and joy. Let's put our right hand on our forehead, and we can just a little bit gently let our head rest in the palm of our hand. An affirmation for this 7th Agya, if we forgot it from the first time, is I forgive everyone, including myself. I forgive everyone, including myself. And then a good prayer for this energy center, not just affirmation, is the Lord's Prayer. If we don't remember it, we can just listen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. I can massage our forehead just a little bit with our palm. And we can just shake our hand down. Shake all the heat, all the tiredness from that energy center. Just throw it away. And you should feel now that our agya is a little lighter. We still keep our attention on the top of our head, past our mind, past our thoughts. But we can still feel how our ego and our superego is lighter. Like balloons filled with water. The weight of the water has just been flowing away. And the balloons are just getting lighter and lighter. So now that we've let some of the heat, the heaviness out, you can feel that the top of our head and our head in general just feels a little lighter. But maybe we still feel some heaviness lower down. We'll do something that I loved as when I was younger, is that we'll take with each hand, we're going to put our hands up on the side of our head, and we're just going to try pushing, not so hard, as much as feels comfortable. Just pushing the heat, the imbalances out of our agya. We can do that for a couple seconds on the sides. Shake our hands off towards the water. And we can also do it in the front and the back. We can take our hands and shake it off. If we still feel heavy a little bit, we can do it again if we want. Right? Just pushing it out, pushing it away from the energy center and throw it into the foot sock. Now, hopefully, our head feels much lighter, our agya feels much better. You can feel the energy passing through to our seventh chakra much clearer. Maybe we still feel a little bit in the back of the head. Right? The agya also is in the back, not just the front, left and right. And what we can do for that is we take our right hand with our eyes open and we just look up. Hopefully, this is something we do during the day usually, but I can just demonstrate it now, is that we can tap the back of the head, right at the base of the head, right where that last little bit wants to stay. We have to, sometimes it gets very difficult and hard, so we have to knock it out. Just look into the sky. Or if we have a candle in front of us, we can look into the flame or a picture of Sri Mataji. And we can take it and also throw it into the foot soak. Let's rinse our feet and take our feet out, and we can put the foot soak to the side. Now we are just enjoying the peace and silence of our meditation, of being in the present, not being disturbed by any thoughts or any of the things going on around us. For with music, we're just enjoying the music. If we're outside, we just enjoy the weather around us. We're at peace. And inside, we can say thank you to our spirit and our Kundalini, motherly energy, allowing us to have such a nice, peaceful meditation. And we can raise ourselves up and give ourselves the bandhana again. Hopefully that was a good meditation for everyone. As, as I said before, it is a simple and a very difficult thing. The agya is, of course, the front, the back, the left, and the right. And while it is one of the easiest centers to clear by just forgiving, it is also one of the most difficult centers to clear because it's just forgiving. And I hope we can all work on that together. There are many different techniques for clearing this energy center. I think my favorite one, now is not the weather for it, if you're in Pittsburgh, is to lie down on the grass on preferably a not very cloudy day, and to put the back agya on the ground when after we've kind of sat for a little bit, and we can meditate by looking into the sky with our eyes open, and that will help us clear our back agya. And that is one of my favorites as a kid growing up. But it's also very impressively useful, I think. Everyone finds their own, there are many techniques, and everyone finds ones that work best for themselves. And I think that one always worked really well for me. So now we'll have Kalavati again, and we're going to go over, or we'll have a talk, and then we can have a little bit more of a music and meditation at the end before we're finished.
In the West, we have become very speedy, no doubt. And to bring down this speed, we have to use meditative process that we feel our peace within ourselves. Also, the thoughts are bombarding our minds, and we react very fast to others and to these thoughts. So one has to be aware, one has to be knowing what is happening within yourself. That the thoughts are bombarding you, you are trying to ascend, and you find it very difficult to get rid of the thoughts. The thought process can start by your conditioning or by your ego. Only two problems. And you are the one who is under the challenge. So you have got these simple people in the village who start watching everything, but they do not react. If you do not react, then your thoughts will give up. So the first thing should be to watch yourself that you are not reacting, but you are experiencing and enjoying the silence, the subtleties, the beauty, the glory of your being as well as whatever is around you. You don't have to force yourself to break this habit, but just to be on the watch out. It's not necessary to talk too much about it also. Nor it is necessary to think about anything. Because supposing you see a tree, so it's a tree only. What are we going to think about it? And whatever we may think about it, it's going to be the tree. So there's no harm in appearing a little bit stupid, doesn't matter. But this is the basic thing is that when we start analyzing, we are breaking our own nerves and poisoning our own mind and brain. So to watch something without analysis, without thinking about it, is reality. If you can achieve that point where you watch everything without reacting, you are in reality. And then only the penetration into the subtleties of your surroundings, of your relationships, your friendships, the whole universe dawns upon you. So to judge others, to think of others, what they are doing, what's wrong with them, about anything whatsoever you may think is wrong, is not going to be corrected. Like I know some people who are especially bureaucrats, they are traveling, supposing by the car. Then they will say, I think, you see, this road should have gone this way. Or I think it would have been nice if this house was facing the other way. But it's not. See? It is not going to face. It is going to be the way it is. So, what is the use of wasting your brain, your mind, your thought in suggesting something which doesn't work out? And never going to work out either. So, when we start like, I think these trees should have been little taller, but they are not. I think that the crows should stop their noise. They will not. So just accept it. Acceptance is the way we are going to enjoy. But acceptance doesn't mean tolerance, because tolerance means you have to work very hard to accept that the trees are of the same height. They can't grow. It's too much for you. When you say I have to tolerate it, you see, because my mind doesn't accept. So, acceptance as it is, whatever you see, acceptance. And that is how people grow, I have seen, those who start accepting. That's the sign. That's the sign of their strength and their depth, like the propensity of this Mother Earth. She is what she is. And she bears whatever is there. If you put a heavy thing on her, she'll put equal and opposite force and bear it. She doesn't say, I'm tolerating it, I'm exerting any pressure. But she's just accepting. So the witnessing and awareness develops when we start just accepting things as they are. I think doesn't work out. I think it would have been better like this, doesn't work out.
So let's close our eyes. And we just listen to the talk. We have to just accept what was said, and bring it in and understand it. not just in our mind, but in our heart, in our spirit. And let's bow down again. Thank our Kundalini, our spirit, her inner energy. Letting us enjoy this peace, this meditation. Allow us to grow. Become deeper and more understanding, not only ourselves, but of the world and others. And we're going to finish the meditation tonight by again raising our energy, Kundalini, and taking Bandhan. I think maybe before we go, Kalvati has some things to say.
That's right. Thank you so much, Jeremy, for such a beautiful explanation on the sixth energy center and for leading the foot soak and this beautiful meditation. Next time, we are going to talk about the seventh energy center, which is right here on the top of our head, and which is the lotus, the 1,000-petaled lotus. Its main quality is integration. So make sure you do join us next time. We will meditate on the Sahasrara chakra, and we will hopefully realize the importance of this energy center. There's one more important announcement that I would like to make. And in only 10 days, there are only 10 days left before we start this most amazing course of meditation. Let's meditate for 21 days. So this course consists of meditation sessions every evening, starting with January 27th. So we are going to meet every evening at 8:45 Eastern Time. And we are going to really go deep into our own being. We're going to understand what Sahaja Yoga is and what the experience that it has to offer. And most importantly, this course is incremental. So by only attending 21 days of meditation sessions, you are going to empower yourself with everything you need to know so that you become a master of your own, and so that you meditate at home by yourself on your own. So you will there is a lot of potential, all the chances that you become your own master. So do join our course, which starts on January 27th. And there is a process to it, and this is how you can register. So you can find the link in the chat box. You just have to click on it, and then you have to click on this on the register button. Once you do that, you will have to put in your details, like your names and your name and so on. And at the bottom of the page, there is an option for you to join a WhatsApp group. So it is highly recommended that you do so. The reason is and that we have it all on the screen right now. So right, so this is where you can put in your details, and then you can opt to join our WhatsApp group. And this is highly recommended because this will help you keep in touch with us, with the instructors, with the organizers of this course, and it will help maintain a great communication between us and the people who attend the classes, the course. There will be spiritual messages coming every day, and very useful messages for your own growth. You can engage in replying and asking questions if you want so, but you can also just be a witness and enjoy reading them. So I really hope that we are going to meet many of you on January 27th. We are going to also get back to all of you with an email and all the details that you need to know about the course. And hopefully all of you are going to have a most amazing journey. We're waiting for all of you next Wednesday online at 6 p.m. to talk about and to meditate on the last energy center, the Sahasrara chakra. All right, everyone, I hope all of you had a beautiful meditation. Keep meditating at home, and I'll see you all next Wednesday. Goodbye, everyone.